Okay guys, here's what we're gonna do today. We have all of the intercooler piping in the oven. We have to preheat it to try to burn some of the oil off because there is some oil residue inside the actual pipes. That'll make it a little easier to coat. We're gonna do something like this today. So it got a little bit of a texture to it, but it shouldn't affect the pipes. I have wire to hang it all up right here so that all the powder just goes through there, and then we'll coat it all and we should be good. So we're gonna just preheat it, probably, I don't know, 300 should sound good. So we'll give that a little bit to warm up and we'll go from there. Okay, now they're nice and warm. We're gonna take them out. We're gonna set them right here. And then I've already coated this because I needed to coat it again because there was a line where I had to band it off, but I finally got some wire. So we're going to take these out, set them right here on this rack. I have another rack right here we'll just put in and just basically tie everything up as we go. These need to cool down a little bit before we can actually do anything with them. And we'll go from there. Okay, so these are here, they're cooling. This is going to go in the oven. And we're gonna hang it up. Just like so. Just like that. Then we'll give it about 30 minutes. I think it says 15 to 20. We'll give it 30 just to make sure it actually gets the part temperature, and we'll go from there. All right, so I just put this piece up. It's connected through this swivel. You can get anything basically for this on Amazon. The swivel is connected by the grounding cable right here all the way over the powder coating machine over there. Then of course electricity all the way through for grounding. This has the powder in it, and it is positively charged, and through this with all these high voltage. Yes. Foot pedal is for turning the electricity on for this. So I just turned the oven back up to like 400 just to make sure it gets everything evenly, and then what we'll do is we'll coat this. We'll put it in there with the other tube that's been recoated, and we'll go from there. You just want a nice even coat. Since this is for like my project, I'm not too worried about actually being perfect. It's gonna look good regardless. I don't want to spend the extra time right now because I don't know if I'm even going to keep this color. If I do end up keeping the color, I will probably end up bringing a bunch of stuff off of it, redoing a bunch of stuff and putting it back on. But for now, I just want to see how it all looks. And we have the air compressor. Thank God it's a quiet one. So let's finish coating this up. Then, after we are coated, everything all the way around looks good. Nope, that needs a little bit more at the bottom, so we'll just go ahead and hit that real quick. Look at that, it's already coming out perfect. So I may need to coat a little bit more, but she's looking good right now. Let me see if I can even hang this straight up. I might be able to. All right, so we're judging to see how far down it's gonna go. So I'm going to bend this just a little bit more like this. Just so it doesn't go too far down. And then I'm going to hook this back there. This should be done in a couple more minutes and we'll have another piece ready. Alright, so it's in there. I had to clean one of the parts, so it's still in the oven. After I've cleaned it, I like to heat it up, make sure there's no residues on it after I wipe it off. Rinse it with water, all the good stuff, make sure there's no residue. This is going to be for this one. I want to see how well this covers. It should cover fine, but I'll find out shortly. Okay, she looks good. Let's go ahead and send some electricity through it. Look at that, perfectly coated all the way around. Don't see any issues, even at the bottom down there, no issues. So she is ready to go in. Granted, everything I'm doing it kind of like half-assed way, just to try to get this done, because I need to get it done here soon so we can start putting the turbo together today. I think if I get the turbo on there, we can probably boost a couple pounds, make sure everything is good. I just got to turn the fuel up a little bit. So that's the plan. This is why I'm hurrying. That's why I'm taking a little bit of a shortcut. Not a big deal for me. I kind of understand what's going on. I can fix this. Not a big deal. For any of my customers or anything I do for anybody else, I go ahead and sandblast it over here. Make sure it's completely clean. After I sandblast it, I degrease it. Make sure any contaminations that got with the sandblast gets washed off. Completely degreased. Rinse it in water. Put it in the oven for 30 minutes. Once that's completely dry and everything's burned off, we go from there. We coat it. After we coat it, back in the oven, done. Comes back out, cools, coats again, go back in the oven, done. Because I'm not even clear coating these. I'm just literally coating them, putting them in the oven, and we're basically going to be hitting the road here in about probably an hour tops, because I just need to get this banged out so we can get the turbo on today. I really want to see what it's going to look like with the turbo in there. Anyway, I'm going to finish the rest of these up, and I'll show you the finished product when we're done. Okay guys, we are on, basically we're all packed up and we're on the way over to the shop, but here's what they ended up turning out like. Not too shabby, you know. She's looking good, looking good. I think this is going to be a nice addition to the engine bay, but we'll see when we get there. Put it all together. Like I said, I don't expect this to last forever. I just want to see how it looks, and then I might be able to take it all apart. Take me about a day. Take it all apart and powder coat them for good. Like clean them all up, make them look good. We'll go from there. All right. See you guys at the shop.